think. Yeah. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and add our guest. Let me start TikTok live. Call. Perfect. Awesome. Decent connection. I'm honestly just going to ignore the connection today. There's connection issues that we are going to be on YouTube, so we'll be able to talk on YouTube also. So if anyone has any issues, check out the YouTube. There's probably just going to be constant unstable connections because that's for some reason TikTok likes to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and call Princess Pearl. Oh, wow. What was that?
I'm
Hello?
probably something on my side.
Hey, what's up, Princess Pearl? How's it going?
I'm good, thank you.
So, this is Princess Pearl, someone who has been basically watching Mortal Kombat. Well, I don't know how long, but she's been watching casually Mortal Kombat 11, and
Yeah.
the the game. I've always seen it through a competitive eyes, so today we're gonna basically kind of talk about Mortal Kombat through a more casual lens, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much how it's gonna go today. So, do you have anything to
if
say, Princess Pearl, before
so
we
for
start?
those of you who can't understand me or understand a word I say, I am actually from Northern Ireland to begin with, and if you've ever seen the TV show Derry Girls, then that is my hometown. So just to give you the heads up, I'm actually from Northern Ireland. Trying to say that quite fast. So I am. So just
Yeah,
if people don't understand what I'm trying to say or can't grasp my tone, that's what it is. So
yeah. And I've gotten used to it at this point, having played Mortal Kombat for what? It's
yeah,
been a year and a half now. I've known you for about
yeah.
probably around a year, almost a year. A little bit less than that, maybe. A little bit less,
It
I think.
might be less than that. I
Yeah,
think.
I think it's a little
Yeah,
bit less. I think I started the competitive scene maybe a
you
few.
came in quite. I watched Spoonman from like March of 2020. That's when you started streaming it,
Okay.
and I knew Spoonman before that. Um, he's like one of my best friends. I knew him way before that through another streamer. We all used to hang out together.
Yeah.
And because of lockdown, he decided to stream on Twitch. And I kind of followed him and we kind of just hung out. And that was it, really. I fell in love with it, but financially, I knew into myself I wouldn't be able to afford the game at that stage. So,
Okay. Okay. So that kind
uh,
of that kind of goes into some of what we have to talk about because it seems like that's like the big thing, um, especially with just Mortal Kombat and overall. Like, there's a lot of players that watch Mortal Kombat, but they don't. Hold on, give me 1 second. I need to check the TikTok thing because I'm getting constant unstable connections. Hold on,
ooh,
let me try this. Okay, now it says lost connection. Broadcast unstable. Come on, resume live. Okay, perfect. Sorry about the connection, guys. I'm gonna figure that out tonight because that's a constant issue that I seem to be having with TikTok. So yeah, that's a very common thing I've noticed, especially with players or casual people who watch Mortal Kombat. Like, it seems like they don't was there like they don't ever like kind of play competitively. So it's just kind of interesting to hear
yeah.
for your perspective because a lot of people they don't play competitively. Again, guys, if you're having issues with the connection here, definitely click on my link in the bio. There's a YouTube podcast. We're basically doing the same thing. We're just multi-streaming. So one's through TikTok, one's through YouTube. just in case you're having connection issues, because I can see here like it keeps telling me unstable connection. So just giving you guys a heads up. But anyway, so
Yeah.
I have a few questions for you today. It's gonna be really basic. I haven't really
Yeah.
crazily planned out this podcast. I just want basically someone's opinions on the game that hasn't played competitively.
Yeah.
I think that's really valuable, especially for a game like Mortal Kombat where like it's kind of really casual compared to most fighting games. Like that's one of the main reasons people kind of tune in is because everyone can kind of easily understand it. Plus like the fatalities and everything like that. So
Yeah.
um, I think would I be wrong if I said that that's why you tuned in to Mortal Kombat is just because like you know it's a very appealing game.
Well, I do not mind blood, guts, and gore from their brutalities, so that's why I would sit and watch it. It's a unique game to me because I didn't grow up pumping quarters or 25 or like 50 pence equivalent because I live in the UK.
Yeah,
Uh, 50 pence or 25 or a quarter, 25 cents quarters, pumping quarters into arcade machines with MK. My
yeah,
parents kept
okay.
me, like, we traveled around Europe as kids in a tent with my parents for years, all of July and all of August as kids growing up. So I wasn't exposed to PlayStations, um, Game Boys, Nintendo, Sega Mega Drives, or Sega Genesis, whatever it's called, depending on where you live in the world. Um, I didn't grow up with any of that. We were always outside. We were always like, we go out in the street, go and play. Like, we didn't get our first PlayStation 1. I think my uncle bought it second hand and he lent it to us. I think I was about, what, 13, 14 by
Okay.
the time I got a PlayStation 1. So I wasn't exposed to MK until 2020, until lockdown.
So you weren't exposed until really early in to the life cycle of Mortal Kombat. Or
I
really,
wasn't,
sorry, early
no,
in, sorry,
I was
really,
quite
I
late.
said that wrong. Yeah, really early into the life cycle of Mortal Kombat 11, not early into the
Yes,
actual Mortal Kombat scene.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so I didn't grow up with pumping stuff into. Yes, I went to my local bowling alley. Yes, they had arcade games, but we didn't. Our bowling alleys are everything combined. But I think we just went there for the play team to go to soft play, and then for birthday parties, and then come home again. So that was it. So there probably were MK arcade machines there, but I would have been too young to remember because I was actually born in the 90s,
yeah,
so the early 90s. So I was quite late on that scene, as I've said. So
okay. Yeah, I mean,
okay, late for
kind
me.
of just a little background on me for people who don't know in the chat. I actually am kind of in the same situation as Princess Pearl. I started Mortal Kombat at Mortal Kombat 9, so I started in 2011. So you kind of came around uh the Mortal Kombat 11, which is 2019, I think. 8 or 7 years later. Um,
Hmm.
but in my particular case, I started like at 11, so I didn't actually, or 2011, so I started on the ninth Mortal Kombat. So
Right.
I'm kind of in a similar. I mean, I didn't grow up with it. I had always seen it, kind of like you. Like I'd always seen it, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool game. Like it's really scary, it's really gory. Like that's like a big thing, right? That was the
Yeah.
thing. That was the appeal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get what you're saying. Like I was in the same position, and so. That
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense, honestly. It's cool though because to me it seems like Mortal Kombat seems to grab more people every single time because the games are so vastly different. So people
Yes, they
recognize the
are.
gore, but they just like, the different games and how they play. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and start some questions, just like basic ones that we can kind of go back and forth on and kind of talk
Yeah.
about.
No. No problem.
So, I already asked basically kind of how long you've been watching. So what kind of gets you to watch casually? Like not like what kind of got you into watching like MK besides like Spoonman playing it? Like what got you into like actively watching it in different
What
um different stream?
he he introduced me to a streamer called Mr. Aquaman. Um, I'm gonna confess it. I was watching his stream earlier today. He does like coliseums with a K.
Okay.
So he does loads of different competitions for all over the world.
Yeah.
But it has to be PS4 only, which is a bit of a bummer for PC players. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Like myself. Yeah.
Um, I'm not advertising him, but he got me into watching him because Binman says he was strong enough, but he says definitely go and check him out, and I've kind of been hooked ever since.
Okay.
Mr. Ackman, I enjoy. It's just enjoyment. You know, he's a good host, and he's hosted big major tournaments away from his streams as well.
Yeah.
Um, so Spoonman got me into Mr. Ackman. He got me into Ketchup and Mustard. He got me into the two of them, those two streamers. So we did so, and it was just great that I could see. You know, I think Spinman wanted me to see other people as
Okay.
well, and it was just great because it means that if I can't sleep at night, like say it's like too hot or something like that, or I'm not feeling too well or
Yeah.
something, let's just say, they're kind of on in the early hours of the morning for me. So it's nice to have, and it's nice to get a break from. It's nice to actually watch MK11 because it's nice to get a break away from, say, Call of Duty, No Man's Sky. What else? Like, say, are some art streamers? War Thunder is a big game that's out there at the minute. Yes, it's years old, like Mortal Kombat, but it's made a comeback.
Yeah.
Um, if I'm bored of like 7 Days to Die, if there's nothing on, if I'm kind of there's nothing on YouTube to watch or listen to, then I would tune in to him, and I
Okay.
would tune in to other people in the early hours of the morning, and I just enjoy just chilling out to it, you
Okay.
know. So I do.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So it's kind of something to watch and just
Yeah,
enjoy, kind of watch the gameplay and see like the competitiveness. You
yeah,
do you like watching the competitive side more than anything though, right? Like that's what it kind of seems like.
yeah. I do, but I enjoy like Mr. Rockman just does fun games where he plays alongside his viewers some nights as well.
Okay.
There's some nights he does that, so that's good fun to kind of hang around and watch and just lurk. And then you get then when he does his competitions, then it's really much more enjoyable.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you know the tension starts to build.
Yeah.
You really want that person to win, but then they go into the losers bracket, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, now
you
you're
know.
you're rooting.
But yeah, but it's like it's not the big players that you see in the competitions. These are just normal people from his who have applied for his competitions. This is not Rewind. This is not a Foxy Grandpa. This is not those major players who you see. All of them. It is just literally like you and I
Yeah.
who play 24 hours a day, 7 days a week,
Well,
almost to get us to a very high standard.
yeah,
That was it.
exactly.
That was it was an
Yeah.
expression about the 24 hours a day, seven
Yeah,
days a
I
week.
get what you're saying.
But
Like we play heavily competitive. Yeah, I get what
yeah,
you. Yeah, that
yeah,
that's just kind of put my quick 2 cents on it. That's something that I think the pandemic did very well. Is it got a lot of players into competitive Mortal Kombat because people were just kind of sitting
yeah,
around. They couldn't go to work or anything, so they're just like, oh, I play this Mortal Kombat game. This game looks fun, and then they just kind of get really into it and they start because that's kind of what hit me. I moved out and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna play some MK and I'm gonna take it a little bit more serious. And a few months later, I'm playing Black Lives Matter, like a guy who's got like 90 plus viewers in his streams because he plays a competitive Jax, and I'm getting stomped
yes,
by his Jax. So
yes,
it's just like that one thing kind of leads to another, and it's great to see like newer names getting into the scene. Because
yeah,
at first even I was weary because I was like, man, all these newer names, man, are the games getting easier? But I think it's just like there's just more people getting into the scene, especially with the pandemic. So
yeah. I
it's
think that the
crazy.
pandemic. Now, I'm not going to go into anything to do with what is happening in the world. The pandemic had a very negative effect on people, but it also had a positive effect on people because Zoom took off. like lightning. I don't think Zoom realized how popular it would be used over the lockdowns that we were in,
Yeah.
because everybody was doing like quizzes, pub quizzes. I work with young people outside of schools, and we did a quiz every night for the volunteers every week
Yeah.
for the
Okay.
volunteers who were not doing so stuff like that. I think it took off quite a lot compared to MK especially.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of games too. Like even I was seeing Call of Duty, how crazy they just kind of exploded with the pandemic, especially
Yeah.
with Warzone, because Warzone was free. So like,
Oh, was
those
it? Oh,
games.
it's just
Yeah,
like,
Warzone's free. Yeah, I've thought about playing
uh,
it because of that. Because yeah, it's also pretty competitive, but kind of MK. I think the kind of appeal to MK has always been, especially with casuals, is like it's very kind of easy to see what's going on in the game. And then for competitive players or for players who want to get onto the competitive scene, they also just like it's so easy for them to grasp the competition part. Like, most of the time, and like when I was playing Street Fighter, like I had no idea what I was doing. I've been playing competitive Mortal Kombat for a while, so the fact that the game is just easier to kind of understand lets you get to that competitive aspect really quickly. And a lot of people will say, well, that's not necessarily a good thing, but I think it's okay to a certain extent because at least with Mortal Kombat, the thing that I've noticed is there is some consistency because the better players are usually, like you said, like the Rewind, the Foxy Grandpa, the Sonic Fox. Like those are usually the guys that are
thank
up
you.
there.
Sonic Fox was the other one. I could see him in my head, but I couldn't get
Oh,
the name.
you can
I
tell.
couldn't
Just remember
couldn't get his
remember the
name.
furry hat. That's usually
That's what I
easy
was
for you
saying.
to
I was like,
remember.
yes, I knew. Oh man.
Yeah.
Uh, thank you. I knew there was somebody else.
Yeah.
I didn't remember.
Just to
Yeah.
kind of remind everyone in the TikTok chat, if you are having connection issues, I'm also streaming on YouTube. My face isn't there, but you'll see like the kind of loading screen on MK. So you can hop in there if you want, if you're having connection issues. But you can also stay on TikTok. It's entirely up to you. That's why I'm multi-streaming. So anyway, back to another question I have
Yep.
for you. So this one is going to be a little bit more, it's going to be more in depth because
Okay.
you maybe will understand it, maybe not, just as a casual player. It's not like trying to test if you do. It's just like I actually want this question to be answered by casuals. So, give me
Yep.
1 second. Someone said hi. Ghost Ship says hi. What's up, Ghost Ship? How's it
Hello.
going?
Hello.
How are you, Ghost Ship? Princess Pearl says hi too. How are you? We're just talking Mortal Kombat. So,
Yep.
what's up? If you have any questions about MK, feel free to ask me or Princess Pearl. I will relay the question to her or I'll answer it also.
Yep.
So back to Princess Pearl, just the question I wanted to ask. So what recommendations do you have for the developers as someone looking in the distance? Like that's not like complex gameplay wise or um like it's not like in depth. Like what's kind of like just someone looking outside, like watching the gameplay. What what kind of recommendation do you have for the developer? Because there's a lot of people right now that they're really lukewarm about MK11, and I was even like that. I mean, for a while, I literally just did not like the game, but as I kind of continued to get better, I learned, how to play around some of the issues that I was dealing with. So for you, I have a question. That's the question that I have is like, what do you have, well, what's a recommendation you have for the developers that would help casual players?
Hmm. Now, personally, I don't play the game myself, so this is really from a viewer's
Yeah,
perspective at
yeah,
the
it's
same time. So just to
100%
make
okay.
people aware, I do not play this game.
Yeah,
Um, I can't grasp the concept of frame data or anything like that. So that goes over my head. I have no, all that mathematical skill is just my weakest point. So that wouldn't, just make people aware. I'm just openly
yeah,
saying about it. Um, the other thing is, I would say to them is like, yes, just listen to us. If they brought back Rain and they brought back
sorry
Melina
guys.
for MK11. They brought them back, right?
Yeah,
As a download pack, right?
yes,
So what I'm saying is, why don't you bring back? characters, listen, put a poll out to the audience, to the game, to us as viewers, even as viewers, right?
Okay.
And to or to anybody who plays the game, and ask them what character would you like to be brought back, and if so, what would you like to see?
Okay.
Because they brought us back Rain, and everybody said he was shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, that's
No,
what
no,
everybody's
that's
opinion
fine.
was, and I
I
apologize for my language.
no, no.
But
So
everybody said he was shit.
yeah, yeah,
And then Melina came back, and because a lot of people had, in a sense, they had to retrain how to play her.
yeah,
Because if you, like you said, Ops yourself, you had. She came in MK10, didn't she?
yeah. She was an MKX, yeah, or MK10.
MKX,
Yeah,
MKX she was in. So, I mean, then she was so late. If you gave up MKX and moved to MK11, right?
yeah.
She came in so late into the game in that DLC. So you had to kind of retrain to play her all over again.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I'm probably lost everyone, have I? Oh, well,
No,
sorry.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Like they should have released her maybe earlier, or given
Earlier,
given
yeah.
us an idea that she would be, a character in the game, something like
Yeah.
that.
Or if anybody wanted like if they would just listen to you guys and well, obviously because I'm a viewer, but if they listen to you guys, like advertise polls, put out polls, get more people involved, like stuff like that, and then ask, oh, which character would you like to see come back? You
Okay.
know, things like that.
So more kind of control with the of the or
Yeah, with the
like the
community.
community
So
having
like,
more control.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Well, I can say just kind of a little bit of a background about Melina. Melina's kind of an interesting case because I think they originally weren't going to put her in the game, but she's such a fan favorite. Um, I'm not loyal to Melina. I played her as my main, but I'm not loyal to her. But most
hmm
people are. So they were kind of in a situation where like they were just like, well, this is the most requested character. We might as well just go ahead and release this, character because it's going to help with, sales and like people actually want to see like Melina. So I think that's another reason that she was like really well known, or she was
yeah,
released and then because she was really well known, like she was one of the most requested characters. But I think the problem that, kind of going back to what you said is like they need to like we need to have a poll and like it be very clear, what character might be coming. Now, that might not be because I think they released like how many characters they released? Rambo, Melina,
Rambo, Melina, Rain.
Rain. Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah,
like with
so
the
there were
three
three in that
characters,
DLC pack, weren't there? Yeah,
yeah, so I think it was with Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. So with those three characters,
yes,
I think what they should do from now on is maybe one character they do the fan favorite, and then the other two they kind of make their own decision. Because I think NetherRealm,
yeah,
from what I understand, like the Mortal Kombat developers, for people who don't know what NetherRealm Studios is, but I think the issue that they kind of struggle with is like they want to do their own thing, but then other people are kind of demanding that it should be done this way. So maybe a solution would be, one character is a clear fan favorite, and then the other two are kind of just a something that they decide to do, um, on their own. You know what I mean? That might be a good
yeah,
solution. I don't know. It's just something to think about. But
yeah.
what do you
But
think?
I think that would be a good idea. I think like if Melina was a fan favorite and they put her in that pack for Ultimate, I think they should like. I know this is a silly game to kind of reference it against, but I play The Sims 4,
Yeah.
that franchise, and the Sims company, they actually open up polls online and see what DLC packs we would like next, or stuff packs, or anything like that. And I think that would be a good idea for NetherRealm Studios to do.
Okay.
Like you said, I do agree. I think it would be a good idea to have one thing, one character of the love, our love for one character, and then have two of like two surprise characters with it.
Okay. 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 Yeah, that's good that we kind of agree on that. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna check the chat real quick. So Pakasela Geesley says, "Hey man, I like your videos. I'd say I'm a fan. Thank you. I work really hard on those videos, so any
He
likes and
does.
any comments and everything that you guys do is extremely appreciated. I appreciate every single one of you followers, so thank you so much. And I did want to kind of just let you guys know that if I don't respond to your comment in the chat, it's just because I'm talking to Princess Pearl. I'm not ignoring you. I just like don't have time to respond. So I might give you a thumbs up or something like that, but I do see you in the chat. FaZe says hi. What's up, FaZe?
Hello, everyone.
And then Pakisela Geesley says, I wish to see you in the Mortal Kombat Championship. I'm not that great. I'm learning. I'm still an intermediate player. I would say I'm kind of near the edge of like I start from there's beginner, intermediate, and then advanced. I'm probably like right behind the advanced level. Like I have a lot to learn as an intermediate player, but I understand fundamentally how to play the game. So I wish I could, but I still got a while to go. But that's how it is with fighting games and Mortal Kombat is that you just have to improve over time and eventually, one day you wake up and you're really good. So, but yeah, do you have a
Hey.
Twitch or social media? I have a YouTube that you guys can follow right now. I'm on Twitch, but I haven't decided if I want to stay on Twitch. But right now, your best bet is to follow me on YouTube if you'd like. So the YouTube is in my bio. Just go ahead and click it. There's a clickable link, and then there's also the little YouTube thing. So if you want to give me a follow there, that's really appreciated and very helpful. Sorry, Caps. Oh, you're good, man. You're good.
I
But
actually
yeah,
have the I have the YouTube open as well here, but it's muted, of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
In case
Oh,
anybody comes
Justice
in.
Hunt says hi. What's up? What's up, Southern Justice? It's one of my longtime
Yeah,
fans and a future mod. So
yeah.
how you doing, Justice? So
And
let's continue. So you said so I think it was so a lot of people don't. Let me make sure I just read this right so I get the right question. My bad. I thought he was being rude. Oh no, you're good. Mm, you're fine. Something you'll learn about me is not a lot of things bother me just personally. So yeah, like just you're good, man. um
yeah.
so oh, okay. So a lot of people didn't like MK11, including myself for a while. Did your opinion change over time? Because mine's kind of gone back and forth. When I first started, I was like, "Oh, this game's really good. You can anti-air, right?" And
Yeah.
then and then I was like,
Like
for a while I was on a rant. I was like, "This game, I really don't like this game." And then it hit me. It's like, "No, dude, I'm just not a good player. Like I need to get better."
yeah.
So you
Um
kind of
a lot of people didn't like MK11 then after the announcement. I know that, but we'll move off from that part. When I watched Spoonman play it, I really enjoyed it. I seem to get hooked very, very quickly.
okay.
I know a lot of people don't like it because they're like, oh, another fighting game. What's new?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was in my hometown accent there, it picked up. Um, a
Yeah.
lot of people are like, oh, another fighting game. What's new? Oh, another money to waste. All that kind of stuff. A lot of people have that negative attitude.
Yeah.
Uh, Thank you for the sub on YouTube. I've got YouTube open as well there. I
Oh.
think it's Israel
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the
Urdales.
sub. Yeah, thank you for the sub,
Hey.
Israel. Udalis. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
So
Thank you
a
for
lot of
catching that,
I.
Princess Pearl.
You're
Trying to
welcome.
handle both, so any help,
Well,
please.
I've got both monitors running as well, so I was like, okay, it's another fighting game. I'll give it a go. I'll lurk and I'll see what happens. And if I don't enjoy it, it's on here on Twitch. I can go and find something else,
Okay.
you know. But I instantly fell in love with it. It was back when Spoonman, because I'm going back to him, I'm referencing him because I did kick off with him to begin with. He played Yas Queen
Give me one
as
second,
Cassie
guys.
Cage, and it's funny. I
Awesome.
can see parts of my personality in Cassie Cage, Sonya, Blade. Oh my god, I've got the characters, man. I can see them. Cassie Cage, Jackie, um, Sonya, and Cetrion. I can kind of see bits of my personality in them.
Yeah.
So I kind of got hooked on it after a while because I think um, one of Cassie's skins is like kind of like a leather biker jacket, a pair of shorts, and a tank top. And I mean, you'd be lucky to get me, or something along those lines, some of those things. And you'd be lucky to get me into. I don't like getting dressed up. What I mean by dressed up in my eyes is like getting fake tan, the nails, the makeup,
Yeah.
putting in earrings,
More of
all
a
that. I
tomboy.
hate that. I am such a tomboy. You will find me in a pair of like denim pants or jeans, depending on where you are in the world again, guys. Um, that a hoodie, a t-shirt, and like just running around either a pair of flip flops or whatever, or shorts or whatever, denim shorts. So I'm quite a tomboy, so I could kind of see myself in all those female characters.
Okay.
Like, I'm not being sexist, I'm not targeting them in any way, but I just could sense my personality through them. So that's what made me kind of fall in love with it. That sounds
Yeah.
so awkward, but
So
it
kind
it
of
sounds
connect.
awkward, but
You
I
kind of
could kind of
connect to
connect.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. I could kind of connect with them in a way.
Okay. So
So
just really quick, Anthony Cabrera 111 says hi. What's up, Anthony? Again, if I,
uh,
don't respond, give you a thumbs up. It's just 'cause like I'm talking to Princess Pearl. But yeah, welcome to the podcast. We're just talking MK with someone who's casually watched it, Princess Pearl. So
yeah.
see, we're sitting at 775 viewers. So welcome all
Oh
775 of
gosh.
you, or
Uh,
275. Sorry, 275, not 700.
that sounds a lot better.
I have trouble with
That sounds very.
I have trouble with juggle attacks, G Wizard says. Well, if you play MK11, definitely go ahead and check out some of my videos on YouTube. I probably can help you with that. If you have something specific, feel free to message me. I can probably show you how to juggle better. There's a few, I play quite a few characters, but I play some unorthodox ones, like ones you don't generally see in tournaments. So just keep that in mind. Like there's a chance that I might not be able to help depending on the character, but there's probably a high chance that I can. Like I've played quite a few characters in the game, so hi, why is it important Sonic removed their hat during the 2006 MK final? Because very rarely does Sonic remove that hat. That hat is kind of like a symbol of what they stand for as a just person. So for them to remove the hat is kind of like a sign that they're taking something like really serious or something like that, or at least that's how we understood it as Mortal Kombat players during that time. So, um, there's a similar mechanic with Injustice. Yes, there is a similar mechanic with Injustice. The NRS games, because if you guys don't know NRS, they have Injustice, this is the DC fighting game, and then they have Mortal Kombat, which is Mortal Kombat, like that's what they've been known for. And so they kind of play similar, not exactly. The thing about Mortal Kombat is it's really weird. Like every game plays differently. That's why you have a lot of people that like one game and may not like another. So, but the thing that is kind of similar is the combos generally the way you combo is very, is similar. Like you can kind of figure it out if you played an NRS game before. So yeah, I've also played Injustice 2 G Wizard. So if you have any questions about that, I played a limited amount of characters in Injustice 2, so I might be able to give you an idea on how to juggle better, but I won't be able to give you a full kind of tutorial just because um, I haven't played that many characters in Injustice 2, but I can direct you to sources that will help you. I'm definitely part of the Mortal Kombat community, and there's people that know more information than me. So yeah, but that's basically kind of the long story. But um, we're gonna actually get back to the podcast just because like I want to continue to talk to Princess Pearl and at least hit some of these questions before we end. We might not finish all of them, but I do want to hit on some of the bigger ones because, again, like I like seeing through the eyes of a casual player. I think that's very valuable, especially for the future of MK, because we get so many people coming in, and that casual scene is very important to kind of get more people into the competitive scene, pretty much. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna skim through them because there's some that weren't as important as others. I'm gonna look at the time. Okay, so oh, okay, perfect. This is actually the next one, so this one's good. So out of the three games, so I've discussed this with guys before, but I'll go ahead and discuss it again. There's three competitive games that have been in the life cycle of Mortal Kombat. There is Mortal Kombat 2011, which is Mortal Kombat 9. There's Mortal Kombat 2000 or Mortal Kombat X, and then there's Mortal Kombat 11. Those are the three big competitive games that when NRS, the studio that creates those games, was born, those games were the three big competitive ones that kind of built our or grew our competitive scene. So when I'm gonna ask Princess Pearl is which one she liked out of the three. So Princess Pearl, which one? Because I know you've seen all three with Aquaman. Which one did
Yeah.
you like out of the three? Like kind of like the play style, or like what kind of caught
Well,
you?
I'm used to MK11 now at this stage, so the physical game MK11. So I'm probably just going to talk about MK9 or MKX,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, what I'm saying about MK9 is I think it's sure, is it Scorpion?
Scorpion,
So
yes.
when you move out of like, so you've fought and you've had your fight or whatever, and you like Scorpion comes up, like you go into this theater mode and Scorpion comes up with your score out of 10. So like in MK Ultimate or 11 as we know it as now, they have the, the way you go pay your respects.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes up with like a little card going like, like judges or something. And I think it's very, very cute in how it's done. And then if you go either play again or play somebody else, there's that hook comes off and just goes round his neck and pulls him off the side of the stage,
Yeah.
like in the back. And I think it's just I think it's quite cute and it's
Okay.
quite innocent because I know he's quite, he's a tough character, but I
Yeah,
think the
like
graphics in
violent.
that, are a lot softer.
Okay.
I think. Whereas the details in their faces probably aren't as well chiseled, in quotes, shall we
Okay.
say. But then
Does that make you
MKX,
like it or not like it? Does it make you like it
I
less?
do like it. I do like
Okay.
it. Yeah, I think it's the attention to detail in it as well.
Okay.
Um, I think overall. And then we have MKX, as we know it as. Um, I like that because it had like, sorry, the character's going in and out of my head, guys. My apologies, because I watch it in and
If you
out and in and
describe the
out.
character, I might be able to help you with who the
Thank
character
you.
is.
Um, so they have the character. It's also in Dead by Daylight. It's the one with the chainsaw. What do you call him?
Oh, Leatherface.
Leatherface.
Yeah,
Thank
he's a
you.
pretty
That's the
cool ass
character.
character.
Yeah. So it's really unique how Leatherface was in MKX and he was used in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
It's nice the way like some of the characters kind of like cross over as well.
Yeah.
So they do, and then I'm used to the new MK11 as we know it as, but I do like all three.
You like all
Um,
three?
I
Well,
do. I
if you
just
were sitting
like,
down, which one would you watch? I guess is maybe that's like the best question to
yeah.
ask.
I'd say MK9.
MK9. Okay.
Yeah, if
That's
I
a
was to sit
common
down and
thing,
watch
by
it,
the way. That's a
is it?
common thing. Apparently, like they captured something in a bottle, like lightning in a bottle or something, because it seems like everyone likes that one. I mean, there's some people like MKX more just because of the play style of the game, but yeah, that's a really common thing that I hear. I don't know why. So I'm kind of curious too because I like this, but some people don't. Um,
Okay.
What about so with MK9, the way that they did damage, like I don't know if you've ever seen this, but the way that they did damage is when someone gets hit, like you can actually see like the bone in their face. Like you can see like the flesh being torn and the clothes being ripped. What do you think about
Yeah.
that? Some people say they like that, some people just prefer the blood. So,
Um, I think that's better if you don't like blood, guts, and gore.
okay,
Um, I think that might be better being able to see the
the damage.
bones.
Yeah.
the damage of your bone structure
Yeah.
rather than because we all know the brutalities are filled with blood, guts, and gore, or fatalities depending on the character who you play. So it all really depends.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Um,
yeah,
the thing about Mortal Kombat 9 that will always be kind of beloved by all Mortal Kombat players, even though it has its crazy amount of bugs. Like I'm talking like there's
yeah,
so many bugs in that game that you have to like just
yeah,
straight up ignore. Like I'm talking like the first player bug where if two players hit each other, the first player gets the first hit. You know,
yeah,
some hitbox issues where you'll press a button and then like it won't hit someone or something like that. But I think what will happen with that Mortal Kombat 9 is it'll always be remembered as one of the best, just simply because of the time that it came out. Like it was a new era, and that's what started our competitive scene. So like to hear
yeah,
like people like Mortal Kombat 9, I think it'll just go down as one of the greatest games of all time. At least fighting games that is.
yeah.
So
I think it was good because when NetherRealm kind of disappeared, in a sense, for over the last while, MK9 made a comeback, MKX made a comeback,
yeah,
through big players. Now I'm talking about, like Fox Grandpa and Rewind was playing it, and Mr. Aquaman was playing it, and all that sort of stuff. So it came back to big players as well. So it did. They went and played it when kind of
yeah, yeah,
MK11 kind of went quiet for a
yeah.
while.
That's true. Yeah, they kind of went back. Yeah, that's a very common thing. So let me go ahead and go through the chat really quick because some people said a few things. So MK Drift said, "Hi, you're the best. Thank you. That makes my day every time. Th- this is the end. You come here. Get over here." I can't do it very well, but
And
Virgo
neither can
Gaming
I.
says, "Hi. What's up, Virgo Gaming?" And then thanks for the follows, everyone. Confusing 115 says, "Love the poster. Which one? So the Mortal Kombat one, which is the movie. I actually liked the movie. I know a lot of people didn't. I liked the movie, but that's just kind of. I didn't like Cole Young. Fuck Cole Young. He's not a Mortal Kombat character. I didn't like him. But aside from that, I actually liked the movie. So it was a little bit different. It had the lore was not anything like the Mortal Kombat lore, which made it interesting because I've seen the lore like 20 million times. So to see something new was awesome. But or is it the Elven Lead one? Because the Elven Lead one is one of my favorite animes of all time, and that's why that's there. So I don't know which one it is,
For
but
those of you who can't, I know none of you
Elven
can see
Lied.
me, but I actually have the Mortal Kombat full cinema poster um, behind me to hide my shelves.
Yeah, she has
So
this. She has the same thing. She's actually shown it in my
yeah,
Discord. She has a pretty much the same exact Mortal Kombat
poster.
poster. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um. So
I
let me
do.
really quickly catch up with the chat. It's
Yeah.
hated, but Mortal Kombat 4 is my all-time fave. It's what introduced me to MK. To be honest with
Oh,
you, T
okay.
Hook, I will continue to say this as I continue to grow the Mortal Kombat scene or Mortal Kombat talk. That's what I'm gonna call it. On TikTok. The Mortal Kombat games are just so vastly different. You can't really like if you hate one of the games, it's just like they're so different. Like it's hard to really judge what that means because one guy might like Mortal Kombat 4 and one guy might like Mortal Kombat 11.
Sorry.
One guy might like Mortal Kombat 3. Guy might like Mortal Kombat Ultimate, or 3 Ultimate, right? Or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, that's what it's called. But like there's just so many different games, like just like the one that you like. Like it's just like fighting games, just like the one that you like, and that's okay. At first I used to bash games kind of the same way, but now I'm just learning that everyone has different tastes and that's fine. I'm not a huge fan of MKX. A lot of people know that about me. But I understand that it's still a good game. It's still great. It still plays really well, and it's still really competitive. There's still a big competitive scene on MKX that I could show everyone right now. Destroyer hosts MKX tournaments all the time, and that game's been out since 2015. So just love the game you like just like it,
Hmm.
enjoy it and have fun. So let me go through the messages. Thank you for the follows. Oh, okay, they're just all follows. Thank you for the follows, everyone. Your fun at party says hi. What's up, your fun at parties?
Hello.
What's your favorite Mortal Kombat character? Your fun at parties. That's my question for you for the day. All right, so
Oh, sorry, that was me to my mic there.
we still have about 15 minutes. So let me go over some. I still have quite a few questions, but actually, do you have my questions loaded?
I do, yes.
Okay, Scorpion. Scorpion is awesome. Scorpion was one of my
He's
favorite
strong.
characters. Well, he's still my favorite character, but I can't play him in 11 because I played him twice. I played him in 9 and I played him in X. So I decided not to play Scorpion, and that's why Katana is sitting on my little logo because I played Katana mostly MK11. So, but Scorpion is awesome. I actually like Scorpion more than Katana. I actually like a lot of characters more than Katana, sadly. But anyway, um, so yeah, actually, Princess Pearl, I want you to go ahead and go through one of the questions and see which one you want to answer. Cool. Yeah, Scorpion's awesome. Um, he kicked ass in the movie too, so he always kicks ass. He's like one of the strongest characters in Mortal Kombat. Like that's actually proven in the lore. So, but yeah, uh, go ahead and select one and just kind of let me know which one would you kind of like to see.
Um, I could probably put 9 and 10 together.
9 and 10. Okay, so
Okay.
what would
Okay,
you?
I could probably merge it as one kind of answer.
Oh, okay, okay. So, would you watch small local tournaments, big MK tournaments like Evo, and then what do you recommend to MK players to get more people into the competitive scene? I think that was, or those are the
Yeah,
questions?
those two. Yes, those are
Okay,
the two. Excuse me, please. Um, I do watch local tournaments, but because I live in the UK, it's very hard to get local, I'll put in quotes, tournaments here. Um, so Mr. Aquaman would be the only would kind of be like the small local tournaments. I would watch him or a couple of others that are out there, like Rewind and Foxy Grandpa and all of those. I do watch the big MK tournaments
okay,
if a streamer is sharing them or is actually live, physically live at the scene
okay,
on the game day. I love those so much.
okay. Yeah,
They are like my favorite to binge on in a sense. If I'm not doing very much or I'm just kind of like kicking back and relaxing and they're on, like even if it's like 2 or 3 in the morning for me,
yeah,
because of the time zone difference. I just love sitting through them. Um, and I would recommend for to people to get to the competitive scene. I would recommend like looking around and seeing our um, streamers. Now, I'm not saying like big massive ones, but even like small streamers. Um, are they hosting tournaments?
okay.
Um,
Like
do you want to
Nexus?
kind of like Nexus? Thank you. Yes,
Yeah,
Nexus.
Nexus is
Are
one of my
you
friends that hosts tournaments, but yeah, I was
are
just
you
letting them
hosting?
know in the
Is he
chat.
hosting tournaments? Is it available in your region? Is it open to all? Is it open to like PC or PS4? Be aware of that because sometimes they only open to one, not both, just
Okay.
to make people aware. So is it open to you? Is it available? Does it suit you? And even if you got in to take part in the tournament, right? Don't get so disheartened that you're out straight away.
Yeah.
To even get in there is
I know
better
about
than
that.
nothing.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
know about
trust
that.
me, guys. I would highly recommend you go and look for small streamers who are doing them first of all, and then work your way up
Okay.
because you will get there.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I've learned that. I've
So you
gotten
will.
much better personally. So
Yeah.
let me hit the chat just really quick, Princess Pearl.
Go on.
So one guy says R34. I'm just gonna call you R34. I can't do comp fights. I beat my family, but started to play less, so I get in and die in 30 seconds. So my recommendation to you, just looking from the outside in, I'm not a pro player, but I can give you kind of what has worked for me and what. Oops, sorry. my phone always has this little thing. But so I'm not a pro player, but I can give you kind of what I've experienced and what has worked for me. So it might not work for you, but it has worked for me. My recommendation for you as a player is when you get in, um, well, there's two questions here. So first question is when you're getting in, who are you playing? Are you playing someone with high pressure? Because not every character gets in and does damage. Like for example, Katana, the character I play, a lot of people play Katana wrong. The way that Katana is supposed to play is she throws fans and she backs up and she spaces out your opponent. So she's not supposed to be in your opponent's face. She's supposed to be about mid-range and she's supposed to throw fans and frustrate your opponent and stop them from getting in. That's Katana's goal. Now, Liu Kang, he's not like that. Liu Kang's goal is to get in and to continue to pressure you and make you not want to block. That's pretty much what Liu Kang wants to do. But Katana, she's not like that. She zones you out. She plays patient. She does throws. She walks back. She plays defensive. That's what Katana does. So my thing would be is first, who are you playing? And then the second thing would be is if you're dying in 30 seconds, you're not blocking enough. That's always the answer. For me, it's been clear now that that's usually always, well, sorry. Let me not say always. That's usually the answer. If you're not, because the thing is, you can take so many throws. Like you can take, it's only 13%. Like each throw is only 13%. So if you don't try to get off of a throw, you're going to be able to keep getting thrown, and as long as you keep your cool and you remind yourself, hey, the throw's only 13%, hey, the throw's only 13%, you're going to be fine. But if you don't block, that's when you get more of a chance of being opened up and you die, because 13% compared to 30% or 40% or even 50% is worse. So always try to block more and kind of figure out what you need to do. So that would be one of my advice. I actually just did a video on that, by the way, if you want to check that out on YouTube. But T Hook says came from the Tekken Master for Sonic Fox vid. Hope you do a Ninja Killa versus Sonic Fox vid. I can do that for sure. I have something else lined up, but that is something I will keep in mind. I will actually write that down now to remind me because I have to constantly remind myself of stuff. So give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and write that down because you said you want me to do a Ninja Killa versus Sonic Fox vid. So let me get hold on. Let me go find a pen. Sorry, Princess Pearl. I'll be right back.
Well, I'll answer another question, should I? Nice way.
Yeah, you can actually noob and sub. So at ops, what's up? So noob and sub, just kind of really quick because I do need to, continue with the podcast. But noob and sub. So noob is a keep out character. Noob plays like Katana.
Ops. Before you jump in, come closer. You're really far
Oh,
away now from the
that's
mic.
because I removed it. Okay, so noob is
Actually, no, man.
Noob is a keep out character. Noob, his goal is to do what Katana does, is to kind of back away, play a spacing game. Sometimes you want to walk forward, but usually it's a back away, play a spacing game, play defensive, right? He has a really strong slide, right? So with Noob, you want to keep out. With Sub-Zero, you want to pressure. Sub-Zero is probably one of the strongest mix-up characters in the game, and that basically just means you have to guess a lot of things that he does. So with Sub-Zero, you definitely want to get in and you want to just keep doing, strings and attacks because your opponent's not going to be able to block forever. Like Sub is to frustrate people and to just constantly do damage. Like Sub-Zero's damage goes like 40, 50%. It's really high. So keep in mind those characters play differently. Noob plays a keep out game and Sub-Zero gets in and just mixes your day. Like makes you not want to block badly. So just keep that in mind when you play. But if you have any other bigger questions, I can answer that on YouTube. It's a little harder to kind of answer live, but I can definitely kind of do a vid over that. That's not an issue. Most of the characters, like I said, I know very well in the game. So okay, thanks for the tips. Gotta go. Have a good one, mate. Yeah, absolutely, man. Anytime, stop by or message me. Feel free to message me. I can answer any Mortal Kombat questions you have, and if I don't have that answer, I can always talk to the community. I'm always been part of the competitive MK community. So yeah, for sure, man. And have a good night, and hopefully we'll see you later. But yeah, let me go ahead and write down this thing on the notes, and then we'll ask maybe one more question and then end it. You think? Oh, she can't hear me. We'll ask maybe one more question and then end it. Do you think that's good, Princess Pearl?
I don't mind. I could bunch about three, and I've got about three. I think the last four, 11 to 14, I could bunch in all as
Okay,
one.
cool, perfect. Worst character in the game?
What?
Rambo. Rambo. Rambo is the worst character in the game.
Oh, sorry. Somebody asked that. My apologies.
Well, I don't know if they're asking because it doesn't say it doesn't have a question mark, but it's Rambo though. Rambo's pretty bad, honestly. He doesn't really have anything going for him. All right, Ninja Killer versus Sonic Fox. Question mark? Okay, maybe I didn't answer that. Um, best character in the game is either Jackie Briggs or Cetrion. I'm a little biased about Jackie because I play a zoner. I play a keep out game, like I said, and Jackie's very she can get in and do very well against zoners. So it's probably Cetrion, but I'm just admitting that I'm biased and I say Jackie too. But Cetrion is definitely she's probably you literally can't
Yeah.
do anything against her. Like she just keeps you out the entire game. Like she's like Katana but on steroids. Like she does anything and it pushes you away and you have to try to get back in. So I would say the best is Cetron. And you did give me a question mark, so I guess it's not the question you asked. Noob and Sub are actually some of the better characters in the game. If you were saying that they're the worst, they're some of the better. Sub Zero is definitely up there. Noob Saibot does a lot of damage when he is in, and when he's not in, you can't do anything. You can't do anything to Noob. At least not from mid range because he's just gonna keep you out. So those two characters are definitely very strong. They're not horrible. Like if you're losing with Noob or anything like that, there you gotta kind of check your game plan and see what's working and what's not working as a player. Hi, question mark. What's up, man? What's up? All right. So we're gonna do one more question. I was just asking. Yeah, the worst character in the game is Rambo. Then, yeah, Poopy Man. I think is your name, Poopy. um, but yeah, Rambo is the worst character in the game, hands down. Who can do the most damage? The most damage. I'm trying to think. Kotal can do a lot of damage with totems.
But can Jax not do a lot of damage with his robot arms?
Yeah, Jax can do a lot of damage with his crushing blows.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like consistent a lot of damage. I would say Noob does consistent a lot of damage, but if you're talking about just like most damage, it's probably like I'm probably missing someone, but I can think of Kotal with the totem. I know the totems make him do like crazy, like 40, 50. Spawn too. Spawn's another one. Spawn, if you get his soul forfeit, I think is what it's called. He can do all of his crushing blow attacks, which basically is just like a really high damaging attack that you can do. And he can do them all together at once, and it's like over like 60% or something like that. So Spawn is definitely one up there, but I don't know for sure which one. I don't want to quote myself wrong, but I know it's one of those few. It's like Jax, Spawn, uh, Kotal or something like that. Tekken's better. Tell me why I'm wrong. It's more of like it's a preference thing. There's not really what's better than other. I used to think the same way that there's a better game, but it's really just a preference thing. More people might like one game over another, but that's pretty much how it is. What do you mean? I mean Cabal and Sindel. I mean the biggest main that I have is Katana. But I do play other characters. I play Melina, Frost, Cabal, and there's one more I'm missing. Melina, Frost, Cabal, and I know a lot of characters. Like I just kind of know how characters play too because I played so much. Why is MK more liked? MK is more liked because it reaches more of the casual audience. A lot of people like watching MK. It's just much more interesting to watch, and it's very simple to understand compared to Tekken and even Street Fighter for that matter. So it's just naturally more watched and more liked. So that's what I would say. Um, and again, like it's just interesting. Really, I like Street Fighter, so I don't play it right now, but I do plan to play it at some point. So it literally is just super interesting, and you can like more than one fighting game too. So hi, what's up? I am anime fan. So I'm actually not going to be able to answer any more of the questions, unfortunately, just because I do have to finish this last question before we end the podcast. But thank you guys for stopping by. This was awesome. We're definitely going to do this again. I can't guarantee it's going to be next Sunday, but it's definitely going to be soon. So Let me go ahead and
Oh,
ask Princess Pearl this last question, and then we'll go ahead and end the live.
what? Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh, okay. What was happening?
Now I had the tweezers. I'm still making the dogs as I'm going
Oh,
through the interview, and the tweezers went straight into my fingers. I forgot how sharp they
oh,
are. So joyous,
oh.
but
This
joys of
is
being an artist.
This is actually a perfect one. Keep up the good work, man. Thank you so much. I try hard. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Content creation is not easy. It's very time consuming, and it's worth it though because I get to provide you guys with awesome content. So anytime you say keep up the good work or thanks for the content, you guys are awesome when you say that. Like it makes me feel like my work is paying off. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Um, so last question. So this is actually a very good one to end on. If you ever did play, who would you play and your favorite character?
Um, if I did play it,
Yeah, who would you play?
I would play Cassie, but my favorite would have to be Cetrion.
Cetrion. You'd play
Mm-hmm.
Cassie?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would play Cassie, but my favorite is Cetrion.
Do you like Cassie's playstyle or is it just how she looks?
There's a bit of similarity because I was able to like when she had Yas Queen, I was able to pull off a jacket and a t-shirt. Now, not the tank top. I wouldn't go out like that. I wouldn't
Oh
dress
yeah,
like that.
you have you're blonde, right?
And
Like
the
you have blonde hair, so
yeah,
that works
and the
perfect.
shorts
That's
and a
awesome.
pair of sunglasses, so the aviator shades. So I was practically able to pull off her outfit during
That's
lockdown.
that's freaking
But
That's freaking awesome. I'm gonna share something with you guys. I've always been a little bit upset that like outside of Jax, I can't get the 100% accurate MK character because Jax is like one of the few black guys and Jackie's a girl. So like I don't want to play like I don't want to cosplay as Jax. I don't even have a dark enough skin to do it. But like it's just like that's something that's always annoyed me about Mortal Kombat. I might be able to pull off a Rain though. Maybe. I don't know. I might be able to pull off a Rain. Just because Rain's kind
yeah,
of like they made him like I think Indian or like Middle Eastern or something like that. So I might be able to, but
he looks freaky as hell without the mask. Oh my god.
yeah, yeah, he does.
Oh god, the way I am not being racist and I am not targeting anybody from
Yeah,
where you
you're
are
just
around
saying
the
like
world.
the actual
I'm
truth.
just
Yeah,
the
I get it.
character isn't great. They should have made him look more but I respect their decision as to why they made him like that. I
Maybe more
respect
like Middle
that.
Eastern or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I'd love to
developers.
cosplay as Rain. I don't know if anyone would know if like if I was like if I wore Rain costume tomorrow, would you guys even know it was Rain? Like you'd be like, what is he wearing? Like I don't understand. Like Raiden, it's obvious, because the hat and
Yeah, like
everything.
yeah, I got Raiden straight away.
Yeah.
Well, Alps, I hope you get your logo that you have
Oh yeah,
with
yeah. That
Katana soon
I've
enough.
got the perfect wall right here for the Katana logo. I'll be having a Katana logo here. So Princess Pearl. So this is kind of a great way to end. So Princess Pearl, you guys should definitely check her out. I don't know how I
I
would
do
post.
apologize. I'm not on TikTok. It's not
Yeah.
really for me at the moment. Instagram is more my scene. So,
That's
Alps, if I just write it in here into the YouTube, you should be able to see it and then pick it up.
Yeah, you can write it there. The only issue is I don't know how to post it on here. I don't think I can. It's okay. Digital rating. Um, but I'll
Oh,
go
it's
ahead and
it's
show them
actually just
your.
blocked my name. It's the full name. It's Princess Perlers, Perlers.
Okay, I'll show them your logo so they kind of get an idea.
Yeah,
But
sure.
yeah, here's Princess Pearl's logo. But you guys should definitely check her out. She's on Twitch. If you want
Yeah, I
to,
am.
yeah, if you guys want any type of, and I'm not talking about as a streamer. I'm talking like she actually does perler beads. So let's say you have a stream or you have like a just like a logo that you want done that looks nice. She'll do a little perler beads over it, and she'll
Yeah,
you can like hang it up on your room like I'm going to, and it looks really really nice. So
yeah,
um definitely check that out. She does really good work. I've seen my video. What I might actually do, Princess Pearl, is if you can
yeah,
send me that video, I'll go ahead and post it in my TikTok, so they can kind of see what they work on or what you work on because I
yeah.
think
One
that's pretty cool
second.
stuff. Um, but I'll have to post it another time. Like I have to post it
Oh
in
yeah, no
as a separate
worries, no
video,
worries. Yeah,
but I'll definitely do that. That way they kind of know what I'm talking about because it's a little hard to see
yeah.
just right here. But yeah,
Oh
let me
yeah.
let me go ahead and hit the chat one more time, and then we'll end it here. That good?
Yeah,
Pretty good for you?
sure.
Perfect. Okay, so IO or well, IO says, yeah, keep up, King. Yeah, as a content creator, I understand. It's awesome when content creators tell me that because I'm glad that they understand because it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun doing it, but it's definitely time consuming. So yeah, thank you. And then Nick says hi, what's up? Uh, Dream Song says Digital Raiden. I'll give it a little smiley face. And then Furley Poor GATV says love from Hawaii got me hooked from the Mortal Kombat verse video. Awesome. We're gonna be doing more of those, so
hmm
definitely check those out. Um, so I got a few kind of responses that they didn't want the parts. If you guys don't like the part kind of thing showing up, what you can do is I always post around what time is it? I always post around 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. EST. So if you want to see both at the same time, you can literally just wait till 3 and they'll both be posted. So you don't have to wait that way. Just wait until 3 o'clock and then you'll be able to see both of them pretty much. But Dream Song says love from Ghana. Awesome. Love
Ooh,
from my
it's
place
good to
too.
hear from.
um,
Well, he no, hold on. You're from the USA and I'm from
yeah,
Northern
USA.
Ireland.
Oh yeah,
So
I actually didn't mention that Princess Pearl is from Northern Ireland, so we're actually talking way far away. But
yeah, so it's so anybody's interested, it's 2 a.m. here. Absolutely, there's 5 hours behind me. So that's how we do it. So
yo, you're a cool streamer. Thank you. We don't like parts, but I recommend it's best for you as a creator to separate in parts. Mahalo. Yeah, the easiest thing to do is to just wait till 3 o'clock. So when I post at 2 and then I post at 3, you'll be able to just see both of them at the same time. That way, like, you don't have to kind of wait. Like, that's what I would say would kind of help you guys. How are you, bro? I'm doing good. And another thing too is maybe when I get to the character guides or like kind of just talking or not the character, sorry, talking about the players, I might do just a long one because it doesn't really make sense to separate them then. Because what I'll probably do is I'll just do a long take because what happens with me is when I do multiple takes. I don't just do one take. So for me to do a 3 minute video would take a long time and I wouldn't be able to post it on time. So it's easier when I separate it. That way you guys can you'll be able to see both parts at 3 o'clock, but then I can also get the parts out as soon as possible. So that's just kind of one big thing. But anyway, how are you, bro?
Ops, I'm sorry to jump across your questions in your TikTok chat. My apologies. I've sent you two links. Ignore the Instagram one. It's the actual GoPro.com one. Is the official thing with your logo, the progress. That's the official video
Yeah, so I'm gonna
that
go
you.
ahead, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and just post a video showing what you do. I think that's gonna be easier because I can't really like actually put the message here. So
No,
I'm
no, no.
gonna
What I'm saying is, you can have a look at that and see if you can download it and then mess with it
Oh, I
and
see what you're saying.
whatever.
Okay,
So
cool. Cool
you
stuff.
should be able to. So.
I'm new to your content, having just discovered you. Well, definitely stay because we're going to be talking more Mortal Kombat. We're going to be talking a lot of Mortal Kombat. But coming from just having rewatched all the Summoning Salts content on YouTube, there's a lot of Salt in MK too. So get ready for that. There's going to be some spicy content. There's a lot of humble Mortal Kombat players, but there's a lot of challenging ones. There's a lot of ones that challenge like players like crazy. So definitely expect that. And like I said, I kind of spoiled it a little bit, but we'll also be doing just specific players too. So you guys will be able to watch that and we'll, talk more about specific players and what they've accomplished. Um so let's go ahead and call it here. I did want to kind of give you guys one more heads up. I do stream on Mondays. Right now I'll probably be streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so you can hang out on Twitch and YouTube tomorrow. It'll be at 8 p.m. EST. Have I been doing 8 p.m. Pearl? I don't remember. 8 p.m. EST, but I'll have it posted on my like little bio, so definitely check that out. You can just easily click on it and everything. But um, I wanted to do it through TikTok, but apparently TikTok doesn't give you the option yet. So just check me out there. But yeah, I will be streaming, and I will also be having a video out tomorrow, so you guys will have a video to watch over the next content. And a little spoiler, in the comment sections, there's a little bit of a giveaway of what the video is going to be. So if you can figure it out, more props to you. But yes, summoning salt is speed running. Oh, summoning salt's a person. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. I'll have to check them out. Summoning salt. Let me write that down. Again, I'm bad with memory, so let me write that down. I write down. There's literally in my Discord like a media suggestion area because I'm bad at remembering like what people recommend. But yeah, let me write down summoning salt too. It's a very common summoning
For those
salt.
of you who know, I do also make the art, and I also stream a variety of games like Fall Guys and drive around Europe in a truck and loads of
Oh yeah,
various
Euro
different
Truck
things as
Simulator.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Euro Truck Simulator 2 and stuff like that. So there's loads of stuff in with me.
Take care going through
So
your vids now. Yeah, for sure, man. Have a good night. And yeah, Princess
good
Pearl,
night, guys.
she does a she also streams, so definitely check out her stream. And she does things
Yeah,
like Euro Truck Simulator. I think we've done Among Us,
yeah. We've done
um,
Among Us. We've done what else do we do? We
Fall
did Fall
Guys.
Guys,
Yeah,
Phasmophobia. You and I have played together, Ops,
yeah, yeah,
and that's another good one. That's
yeah.
another good night.
Phasmophobia. Yeah, you guys might see me
Yeah,
play some Phasmophobia. So,
yeah,
but yeah, well, I usually play MK though, but
yeah.
um,
MK is your biggest thing.
yeah. So I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. We're
Yeah,
past an
that's
hour.
fine.
It was awesome. Thank you, Princess Pearl. That was
You're
great.
welcome.
We definitely need to have you on again, just because I didn't go through all the questions, just kind of back
Oh,
and
that's
forth.
okay.
So,
I don't mind.
but
But
having you on again would be great.
we kind of bunched them in anyway. So we
Yeah,
did. We kind of bunched them all together. So which was a good thing too.
okay, yeah,
Right. Good
yeah,
night, everyone
yeah. Good night, everyone.
from
Thank you,
around the
everyone, for
world.
stopping by. You guys have a good night. I'm glad you guys stopped by for this. We're gonna be doing more of it. I can't guarantee it'll be next week, but um, just look out, look in my bio. My bio will usually kind of give you an idea on what's going on through the week. So I'll see you guys later. Have fun playing Mortal Kombat, and this this is something I always say it's gonna surprise you guys. But thanks for tolerating my ass.